welcome to my channel. My name is Bianca, aka B Lopez. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. It's probably, I think my last video was 2 years ago. Yeah, such a long time. I sincerely apologize. I always get DMs and people tell me on Snapchat like, you guys, you should do a video again, come back to YouTube. And it's not that easy. I wish I could do videos all the time, but you know what? It's 2019 and my goals is to be more active on here. So this is my first video of 2019 and I wanted to keep it simple. So this video, I basically just did my go-to look that you can do, a mom can do, super simple. I kept it minimal with products. So yeah. Also, I apologize because throughout the video I'm not talking. I basically did a voiceover and I did that only because if I talk and do makeup, like I honestly will get off the subject and I'll just talk. I didn't want to make this video super long. So in order for that to not happen, I ended up doing a voiceover. Guys, I'm basically in my groove doing my normal routine. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. So I'm gonna use the Hourglass stick foundation and apply that over my skin. Oh, and I already prep and prime my skin, so don't forget to moisturize and prime your skin before applying foundation. It makes a huge difference. Now I'm going to use my Morphe G7 brush to buff that into my skin. Now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the light medium honey. Apply it right under my eyes and on the sides of my nose. And on the bridge of my nose, forehead, and chin. Now if I was going to probably do more of a dramatic look, I would probably go one shade lighter. But since this is more of a natural look, I didn't want to go too light. Now with the same Shape Tape Concealer, you grab your flat brush and load up some product onto your brush. Make sure the brush that you're going to use is going to be flat. Anything flat works, so that you could carve out your brow. This is going to give it more of a definition type of brow. And make sure you take your time, go slow. Now that you concealed the brow, you are going to grab a blending brush and just blend it out. Now, I wouldn't recommend this big fluffy brush. It's kind of too big for my eye. I just grabbed it because it was the first thing I saw and it was closest to me. I'd probably use like something smaller. And now we're going to do the same to the other eye. Now, when you apply the concealer under your brow, try to bring it down a little bit closer to your crease. And then again, you're gonna smooth it out, blend it out, so you won't see no harsh lines. Added a little bit more concealer between my brows. Okay, so now we are going to go in with my Derma Blend powder in the color Nude 20W with my Morphe brush R0. And I just apply this all over my face. I'm more of a dry type of person, so I like to look dewy, but I noticed that when I apply a powder on my face, my bronzer ends up looking so much nicer and smoother. It doesn't have like that skippy effect. Okay, so now we are going to go in with the product called Studio Sculpt Defining Powder by MAC in the color Dark. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It's just a perfect shade for me, and I use it a lot. You'll see throughout my video. I don't know what I would do without it. And my other favorite bronzer is actually NARS as well, Laguna. So I'm gonna just apply that over my forehead. Try to get as close as you can to your hairline. And on my cheekbones as well. Remember, don't go lower than your cheekbones, because that's gonna actually make you look older. Always go a bit higher. And of course, under my chin. Okay, now with the same bronzer and a tiny blending brush, I'm going to apply it on my nose. It's kind of like, I guess, contouring my nose, but this isn't a snatched contour or anything like that, because again, this is more of a daytime look. But for some reason, I can't go a day without contouring my nose. I don't have a big nose or anything, kind of have a tiny nose, but I just feel so weird if I don't put any bronzer on my nose. And I don't know the name of this brush, only because I got it in my Boxy Charm box, and I don't remember who's it by, but any tiny blending brush will work. Now I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty setting powder in the color Pound Cake. This is what it looks like. Okay, come on, focus. There you go. And I'm going to apply it under my eyes. Now, I don't bake like other people do. Some people bake for like 30 minutes. I don't. I have dry skin and I don't like to bake for that long. I think the most I baked is probably 10 minutes at the most. Now I'm going in with my Melba blush by MAC, and I'm just mixing it in with my bronzer. And now we're going to grab the Morphe brush again, the R0, and just wipe off the excess powder. And this is the OG Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and my Morphe G38 brush. It's a dual fiber brush. I'm going to apply this over my lid. I've been using this paint pot for years, since I was 18 years old. I've tried other brands and I don't know. I just stick to this one just because I love it. I wouldn't say it's like the best out there, but it's basically my go-to. Now with the same bronzer, I told you guys I love this bronzer and I use it for everything. With the same bronzer, you're gonna grab a blending brush and make sure you load up your brush. Go in circular motion so that all the product goes around the brush. And then I'm just gonna put it in my crease. I like to kind of apply the product in my crease first. Like pack it on and then blend it out, and back and forth, and yeah. Notice how I'm holding the brush. I'm holding it by the end of the brush. If you start to hold your brush more towards the front, you're going to be kind of holding it like a pencil, and that's going to give you more of a harsh blending definition. You don't want that. You want it to be more diffused, so try to start holding your brushes at the end. Okay, now with your beauty blender, you're going to go in with your favorite highlighter and just kind of put some product on your sponge. Oh, but first, make sure you spray on some setting spray. This is called the All Nighter Cherry Scented by Urban Decay. Make sure you do this step just so that you can set everything in, and so when you apply your highlighter, it will make it pop more. And by using your blending brush, it honestly makes a huge difference. I know that people use brushes, but honestly, the beauty blender, it's life-changing. It goes on so smooth. It just looks amazing. Okay, now with a tiny little brush like this, I'm going to load up my brush with some highlighter, and I'm gonna apply it at the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose. Now you probably can't tell in the video, but when you go outside, trust me, it makes a huge difference. And like I said, this is not like anything too crazy. Like, it's not gonna look like you have a snatched nose or anything. This is just so that when you go outside, the light hits it and you just look really glowy. And I also like to apply it in the inner of my eyelids as well, and under my brow. This is a voluminous carbon black mascara by Loreal. Now this isn't my favorite mascara, but it's just a mascara that I needed, so I just bought it. I don't have thick lashes. I actually have very thin lashes, but I still need to apply a layer because I will be applying some falsies, and it makes a huge difference. Now I'm applying some lashes. This is, I don't remember the name, but it's by House of Lashes. And the trick to applying eyelashes is try to always look down. When applying lashes, don't look straight or into the mirror. I mean, if that works for you, great, but it's just so much harder. If you look down, it's easy to apply. And I like to hold the lash by its base and just kind of, you know, push it in. Try to get it as close as you can to your skin. And since the eyelashes are kind of just on there and drying, they're easier to kind of mess with. And I like to kind of just push them all back in, make sure, you know, it's touching my skin, and then just pinch the eyelashes together. Well, the falsies and my own eyelashes, so it looks a little bit more natural. And I just, you know, pinch them with my nails. Now we are going in with this lip liner. I didn't even realize that it's backwards. I got this in my Boxy Charm box as well, and I'm obsessed with the color. I do like to overdraw my lips just a little. I don't like to go too crazy, but yeah, so once I outline my lips, then I try not to like color in my lips a little. Now with my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the color Poet. This is like a nudish pink color. I love this color and it smells amazing. Just just apply it over my lips. It is creamy, but it's supposed to dry matte. Now, I don't think it dries matte. It still stays creamy. It's one of the downfalls, but I love the smell. I love the color, and it's a little bit thick. I will say that it does dry down a little bit and it's not as thick. And I like to go back in with my lip liner and just kind of blend the colors together. And going on top is my Morphe lip gloss called Shimmy. Now this is more of a iridescent peach color and very sheer. And going back in with the All Nighter by Urban Decay spray. Just trying to set everything in. Let that dry. And yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to be as informative and kept it minimal with products. Thank you guys so much for watching.